Welcome back to Force of Will 101. We are today's guest instructors, the TCG Scrubs. Welcome to our channel. Today's lesson is combat. Battling and combat, at its core, is a pretty straightforward process without any of the extra modifiers and abilities added in, which we will go over later in this video. To start the process of battling, you first enter your battle phase. This is not a locked phase, as you can enter and leave it as many times as you want per turn. After you have entered the phase, you can now start declaring attacks. You may attack with any recovered resonator or J-ruler as long as they have been on the field since the beginning of your turn. Example, it was casted during your main phase last turn, or quick cast during your opponent's turn before you came into this turn. Exceptions to this rule include your J/resonator having swiftness, which allows it to attack and play /abilities as soon as it enters the field, or modifiers on the card that say it cannot attack, for example. You declare attacks with only one J/resonator at a time, and you do this by resting whomever you wish to attack with. During this resting period, you declare the target of your attack. Legal targets include your opponent, a rested J/resonator on your opponent's field, or a recovered J/resonator on your opponent's field if your attacking creature has the ability Precision, which allows you to attack recovered J/resonators. Once attack is declared, your opponent can choose to block it with a J/resonator they control if able to. They cannot block if they have no recovered J/resonators to block with, or if the attacking J/resonator has flying, and they control no recovered J/resonators with flying as well. After those steps have been followed, you can now calculate damage. Damage is calculated all at once if battling between two entities. For example, if you attack with Mechanical Soldier, the damage dealt will result in 400 damage dealt to the Warrior of the Sun, and then both Mechanical Soldier and Warrior of the Sun would die. The exception to this is if your resonator has something like First Strike, so if these roles were reversed and you are attacking with Warrior of the Sun into Mechanical Soldier. If that happens, the attacking J-resonator then deals its damage first because of First Strike, and if it kills the opposing entity by the time battle damage is calculated, then it does not receive damage in return. And so in that case, your Warrior of the Sun would survive. Once dead, a resonator goes to the graveyard, unless otherwise stated, and a J-ruler would flip over to its ruler side if it is killed, unable to judgment again for the rest of the game, unless otherwise stated, or if it has the ability Imperishable, in which means that it can judgment again after it dies. If the damage went to your opponent directly, you would then subtract your full attack from their health. If you attacked and your attacking J/resonator has Pierce, then the attack's difference would be dealt to your original target. An example would be if you attack your opponent directly and they declare a block with a J/resonator with less defense than your attack. The difference goes to your original target. Same would be applied if you originally targeted a J/resonator instead of your opponent. It is during damage calculation that you also apply any relevant modifiers, such as Drain, which is a stackable ability where you gain life equal to the total damage that you do. Things like Bane apply whenever the resonator deals damage, even if it dies. Bane makes it so whenever you deal damage to another resonator, that resonator dies no matter their health, assuming no other modifiers that would negate that effect are applied. So that is the basics of combat. That does it for today's episode, and feel free to check out our channel where we do videos such as the Force of Will news, gameplay video, and a weekly podcast with 3 different people and special guests. To move on to the next lesson, click the video on the screen or go to the playlist to jump ahead or through previous videos as well. Until then though, class dismissed.